Today I'm going to be taking a couple of railroad spikes and turning them into scrolling tongs. Hi, I'm Dennis Frechette and welcome back. Today I'm going to be making a small pair of scrolling tongs. Scrolling tongs come in a lot of different shapes and sizes, but the one that's quite often overlooked is the really small pair that you need to deal with that little loop on the end of a hook or something where you just can't get anything in there. And you can't use a pair of regular needle nose pliers because they have sharp edges. So this is a pretty handy pair and you're going to find a lot of uses for it. I'm going to be using railroad spikes as the raw material because they're a fairly heavy bar and most of them are made out of a pretty good quality spring steel. And on these tongs, I'm going to want some fairly fine points. So I want something that's pretty tough to resist the twisting forces that are going to be applied to them. But these could also be made out of any heavier gauge coil spring. My first offset is going to be set at roughly an inch, and you can see that I'm using the tip of the spike because most of the shaping is already done for me. From here I rotate the bar counterclockwise 90 degrees and I set it at a slight angle and I create another offset at the same location. These two offsets define the two transitions that you need to go from the jaws to the hinge area. Next I'll work on flattening out the actual hinge area. I just realized I didn't measure the width of the bar at this point, so I would know where to put my third offset. The third offset creates the transition from the hinge area back into the handles of the tongs. Here I'm just using my anvil ruler to measure where I need to cut the bar to get rid of the excess material that I don't need. It is a shame, but the railroad spikes were just not long enough to get both halves of the pair of tongs out of the one piece. So I'm going to be left with a short bar, but in a blacksmith shop nothing gets wasted, so someday this will get welded to another bar and turned into a cutting edge or something. So here I'm a little bit further along. I followed the same procedure to make the other half of the pair of tongs, and now I'm just getting ready to set the rivet. I usually punch the holes for the rivet, but this time I decided to drill it out because I thought it would be a lot more accurate, but it didn't really turn out that way because the drill drifted over a little bit in the drill press while I was drilling it, so I would have been better off punching it. At this point I realized that the straight handles that you normally have on a pair of tongs would be useless for this pair of scrolling tongs, so I decided to give the handles a little bit more of a plier shape. Obviously, this would have been a lot easier if I had thought of it before I had riveted the two pieces together. I'm not going to be doing any kind of heat treating on these tongs. I'm just going to let them cool slowly back to room temperature. I'm only planning on using these on hot metals, so the natural toughness of the steel will give me the working properties that I need to keep the tips from distorting.